Okay, we're live. All right, let's see if I can fix some stuff. So, welcome to DeFi Crypto Today's Daily News. Let me fix a few things. Okay, we are live. That's good news. Okay. All right. I hope the connection is going to be okay. My regular internet went down. I'm going through using my phone internet connection, so I don't know how good it's going to be. So we're going to try our best. It's one of those days where I just can't get anything started on time. Anyway, the biggest news of the day. Hello. All right, come in the chat room and chat away. Biggest news today is Binance is investing $200 million in Forbes magazine. They want to bring Web3 to journalism. So there's a media group that's buying up Forbes magazine, and Binance is investing $200 million in that. And they're planning to go public on the New York Stock Exchange. So that's a really big development. Hello, come in. You're welcome. Forbes magazine is over 100 years old. Okay, it's what I like about it is that it's a true capitalist magazine, and crypto is definitely capitalistic. So I think it kind of works. Although it's Forbes is more of a traditional news outlet, but I think they're very much involved into web development, and they really like crypto. They talk about crypto quite a bit. So I think it's going to have a major impact. Maybe this is going to be the first of many crypto acquisitions in the traditional media. Who knows, right? So it's all over the place. This is the biggest news of the day in crypto world. This is CZ, the CEO of Binance, who's talking about this stuff. If you don't know, that guy is really rich. According to some new estimates, he's probably the 10th or 11th richest man in the world. Yeah, it's pretty insane. He's worth at least $100 billion, and that's before his crypto portfolio. That we're not even counting his crypto portfolio, and he's at least worth like here they say 96 billion. Okay, according to Bloomberg. And that's not counting his crypto portfolio. So you can just imagine how much Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, and whatever else CZ might be holding in his portfolio. We have no idea. Okay, so his assets outside of his crypto portfolio are worth about $100 billion. So, you know, he can buy just about every single news media in the United States and still have a lot of money left. That gives you an idea how big that is. All right, so what else is happening? Oh, yes, this is also quite major. So it was announced today or yesterday. BlackRock is planning to offer crypto trading. Now, for those that don't know, BlackRock is the largest network of investment funds in the world. They control directly and indirectly somewhere in the range of $50 trillion. So they manage those assets for their own ETFs and mutual funds, and they also do that for other companies and for pension funds as well. Okay, so they manage at least $50 trillion, and now they want to offer crypto trading. And at some point, their funds are going to invest in crypto assets as well. Right now, I don't think they can do much in that in crypto, simply due to regulations. So that's one of the issues. But this is big news. This is very big news because everybody follows BlackRock. BlackRock's the leader, and BlackRock has immense powers. Okay, BlackRock for almost every public company in the world, okay, it's the first or second largest institutional investor. Okay, the only investors that might be bigger than that is like maybe the company founder or the family of the company founder. Okay, but if you talk about any big company in the world like Apple, Tesla, General Electric, anything you can think of, okay, BlackRock is typically one of the largest investors there. And because of that, they have tremendous power, and they influence the decision making within those public companies. Okay, so if they say we're not going to invest in your company because you're not compliant with the climate change regulations, their stock is going to tumble. Okay, so they're very influential, very powerful. All right, so today I'm having such a problem with internet connections. I couldn't get on Twitter today. Like just for the last 2 hours, I just couldn't get any news from Twitter. So what I decided to do was going to look at a topic that was raised yesterday by some of our viewers, is safety and risk. Okay, for some reason, people have an exaggerated idea of safety when it comes to crypto protocols. Okay, so I don't know if you're familiar with Rockdog, but it's one of the places that I consult when I want to know how bad the crypto protocols are. Because they have a list of hundreds and hundreds of new projects, and they give them some ratings, and most of them pretty bad. So if you look at this is like Rockdog evaluates projects on various blockchains, as you can see here. So if we just look on Avalanche and we select by risk, if you look at high risk right here, look at the list. Okay, there's a ton, and you could load more. Okay, those are considered high risk by Rockdog, and in the sense that they're almost guaranteed to rug pull you. Okay, they looked at the code and they said, very easy to rug pull on this one. So check Rockdog first, okay, before you decide to invest in something. And if it has a really high risk rating like this, avoid it, okay, because your chances of losing your money are practically 100%. Now, similarly, even medium risk is pretty bad in my view, and you should. There's a lot of medium risk. Okay, this is just Avalanche. So all these, they're not considered as bad as the high risk, but they're still pretty good at rug pulling. So a chance of rug pulling, or the code could easily be broken into, and hackers could take the money. Okay, so again, I would avoid these. What I would go with is either least risk or low risk. Okay, and even then, low risk doesn't mean there's no risk. okay? Now, even if you had a perfect protocol, it's considered no risk, you can still lose your money. Remember that, okay? Because you have to distinguish between the protocol risk and the asset risk that you're investing in, okay? For instance, Bitcoin is considered one of the safest crypto protocols out there. You can still lose your shirt depending on how you speculate on Bitcoin, all right? If you use a lot of leverage, okay, and you use, I don't know, options trading or perpetuals trading and use a ton of leverage, okay, you can lose your shirt and your house and your car and just about everything you own, okay, trading Bitcoin, okay, if you're not careful. So it depends on how you do the trading as well. You can increase your risk even if the project itself is sound, okay? So be aware of that. So definitely here, that's a very good resource. Another one that is one of my favorites is called DeFi Safety. I'm putting all the links in the description later after the video is done. And now, they reviewed about 160 projects so far. They're very thorough in the way they review. And the way they review is that they look at the code and they say, okay, is this code documented properly? Do we understand what that function does? Okay. How often is the code updated? Is there a process in place for updating the code? What kind of security is in place? And so on and so on and so on. So they got 21 criteria that they use to evaluate projects. And you need to have at least a score of 70% to pass. Okay, so if you look at this here, these are the latest reviews. We have 5 reviews here. Of all these 5, there's only a single one that passed, that's 70%, which is Spooky Swap. Spirit Swap did not make it, okay? According to DeFi Safety, they're pretty bad at 31%, okay? They don't like the way they're taking care of the code. So if you look at this here, see the overall score is 31%, so that's a fail. The code and the team is pretty good. The documentation sucks. There's 0 testing, okay? There's no testing in place. That's pretty bad. In terms of security, it's sort of okay, but it still didn't pass. And there's 0% for access control and 0% for oracles. So, and that's why they get this low score. Now, if you compare that with Spooky, so the overall score is 70%. The team is also, and the code in the team is pretty good at 78%. Documentation sucks, really bad though. Testing, well, at least there's some testing. And the security is higher, that's good. Access control, 100% score here, and Oracle's 88%. So they got their higher score over here. But their documentation is still lacking, and the testing is still lacking. Okay, so it's important to have a look at the risks within the protocol. These are risks within the protocol. Okay, now there's a list of the best ones. Okay, these are the top 5. The best one by far is Balancer, which is the only one that got a score of 100%. According to them, everything is perfect there, or almost. But we got 100% on almost everything. Okay, so people that develop protocols should use Balancer as an example. Okay, it's a very good example of a protocol that takes coding and documentation and safety very seriously. Okay, and when you look for a place to invest, you need to look at this as well. And that's why I'm showing you DeFi Safety, because you can search in their database and see what kind of rating they give for the protocols you're interested in. Now, obviously, if the protocol is brand new and just opened up last month, it's not going to be rated here. So these are for protocols that have been around for a bit. See, like this one, they rated it in June last year. Okay, so these are new, not very new protocols. These protocols have been around. Aave also has been around quite a bit. This one was tested in July. I got Liquidity, which I don't use. It's just on Ethereum. Gnosis as well. Gnosis I use when I help people on their multi-sig. That's what I use. And Uniswap. Well, now Uniswap is also available on Arbitrum, on Optimism, and on Polygon. So this should update that. This is old now. See, this is from March 2021. So at that time, it was only available on Ethereum. So these are the top 5. So if you're looking for places to put your money, try to get scores that are over 70%. Okay, if you care about the safety of the protocols. Now you can see all reviews by clicking here. The list, the way they designed this, it takes a while to show everything. So you have to scroll and scroll and scroll until you get enough protocols listed. Okay. So you want to try to get like really good ratings. You're going to see also that a lot of projects you might be invested in don't have very good ratings. There was one for Wonderland. Wonderland really sucked in terms of rating here. Let me see, can we get it? All right, let me search for it. It's funny. So if we type Wonderland, oh, come on, yes. See, Wonderland had a terrible 22%. Okay. So that's bad. The code and the team really good. Documentation sucks. Testing is 0. Security is 0. Access control only 10%. So yeah, this I'm not surprised because the team and the code they're known for quality, but for the rest here, that's sorely lacking. Okay, sorely lacking. So hopefully whenever they fix their internal problems, they're going to bring in people to take care of this stuff as well. Okay. Otherwise, our funds are at risk. That's what that means. Okay. So I highly recommend you guys take a look at DeFi Safety and at RockDoc as well before you invest in something. Now, admittedly, DeFi Safety only has 160 ratings, so that's not a lot. But the protocols that have the best scores here are really, really, really good. Okay, so you should always have a safety net. You know, you should always have assets put in safe protocols, and also make sure that you have like a lot of stable coins to weather the markets when they go down. Okay, otherwise you lose everything. Okay, so because bad protocols typically fail when the markets go down, right? So you want to make sure that you use strong protocols and you invest in good cryptos as well. So make sure you have a reserve of stable coins. Make sure that the interest that you earn on your stable coin beats inflation, otherwise you're just losing money. Okay, and then try to look for protocols that are here. Balancer is my favorite. That's where I put my savings. Okay, because they have, I'm going to show you Balancer quickly. And if we look at Balancer, all right, launch app. We're going to see some of their portfolios that are available here, I think. I need to connect the wallet first. Maybe I do. All right. It wants a password. All right. Go. Okay. Bouncer should be in everybody's portfolio. Why? It's the #1 safest DeFi protocol on the planet, according to DeFi Safety, and I believe them. Okay? Also, it has very good, which network are we on? Ethereum. Okay, let's switch to Polygon. Polygon has better rates. So we're gonna go on Polygon. Connect. Go. All right, so we're gonna see what I mean. Right now, you can have this portfolio of stablecoins. These are 4 different stablecoins. So the market crashes, these things stay stable. Okay, they're not gonna crash, and you can earn 12.82% right now. Okay, so you should always have a reserve of stable coins for various reasons. The first one is you don't want to lose your whole portfolio if the market tanks and loses 50% tomorrow. Okay, Bitcoin crashes and drops by 50%, which happens from time to time. These will stay put. Okay, and you're still going to earn 12% on them. And 12% is high enough that it beats inflation, which is around 7% right now. This one doesn't make it for me. I wouldn't put my money in this one, although those are stable coins too. They're only giving me 5.42% right now. That's not enough to beat inflation. So I want to beat inflation if I've got stable coins. Now they also have other portfolios that are not stables. You can get 33% here, 19% there, 34% there. So you can diversify, you can create various portfolios here, okay? And it's like worry-free, okay? Obviously, if you deposit for Ethereum and Ethereum tanks, yeah, you're gonna lose some money. But Ethereum is a solid crypto for long term. Okay, same thing with wrapped Bitcoin here. Okay, so if you want Bitcoin, USDC, and wrapped Ethereum, that's a nice little portfolio for long term. Okay, because everybody believes that long term Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to go up in value. Okay, so Balancer, remember this. Put Balancer on your list of DeFi portfolio protocols. Okay, everybody should have that in their portfolio. Okay, they're not sponsoring me. They don't even know I exist. Okay, I'm telling you this for free. All right. Balancer has an excellent rating of 100% on DeFi safety. It's the only one that got that 100% rating. Okay, that doesn't mean everything is 100% safe and that hackers cannot go in there and wreck things up. But the odds are on your side. Okay, that's what's important. All right, so I'm going to look at some of the questions you guys got, and then after that we're going to finish today's live session. So what do we got here? Connection is good. That was me. Appreciate your Twitter reply. RockDoc rated Wonderland low risk. Well, RockDoc is not as critical as DeFi safety. DeFi safety, the people that are looking at the code there are experts. Okay, they're extremely stringent. The rules are very tough at DeFi safety, and that's why I don't always use only one place to look at ratings. Okay, RockDoc is going to say one thing, DeFi safety is going to say another thing. I always take the worst rating. Okay, why? Because they have reasons for that. Okay, they explain why they give Wonderland such a bad rating. Okay, and when you look at it, and it makes sense, you can read the full report. It's several pages long. Okay, for every single project. So you should have a look at this before you put your money in something. Okay. Okay, the devs didn't have diamond hands. In the code is the least of the words. It's the team that's really the worrying part. The code and the team are one. Okay, when it comes to DeFi protocols, because most of the time, what happens is that you have a group of people. Most of them are engineers. Okay, software engineers. And they're all coders, okay? Some of them might be have a financial background. They might have a master's degree in finance or something, okay? And they work together and they say, okay, how do we resolve this financial problem? How do we resolve this crypto problem? Okay, because there are lots of problems that need to be solved in finance. Okay, and what's fun with crypto is that it's easy to code something, to try and experiment and try to find solutions for these problems. In traditional finance, it's almost impossible because of regulation. That's regulation is suffocating innovation. In crypto, there's hardly any regulation, and that's why it's so innovative and there's so much creativity. So we can take advantage of that, but we have to understand that it's also extraordinarily risky. It's 1,000 times riskier. Okay? And that's why I always say, don't put all your money on the next shiny thing. Okay? Every new project may have some merits, okay? But if the project is less than a month old, the odds that you're going to lose money are about 95%. Okay? So the odds that a new business is going to last a year are very, very low. And it's the same in crypto. Okay? Most new crypto projects will not last 6 months. Okay? You can bet that about 80% of projects will not last 6 months, and about 95% will not last a year. And those that last a year are the winners, okay? They manage to survive, they manage to fix problems, they manage to get battle tested, and so on and so on, okay? And that's why, try to find a good rating systems, okay, to figure out what's safe and what's not. Yeah, apparently we're supposed to get the BSGG airdrop very soon. I wanted to show you on Twitter, but I can't get Twitter to work today. I saw this message from Daniele today, and apparently that's coming like maybe tomorrow or over the weekend. Okay. Was meant to be tuned, but no, they line on stop also. It's only about 20 USD apparently. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Wonderland 100% safe. Well, not quite. Good evening. Thank you. I mean, the team was the key problem. Basically, just assume that all protocols are super risky. Pretty much. That all protocols that are very new, okay, if they're less than 6 months old, they're very risky, and the odds of you losing your money are very, very, very high. If the project is less than 1 month old, you're almost guaranteed to lose your money. Okay? And that's why I keep saying those are gambles. Treat them as if you were at the horse racing and you're betting on a horse, and you look at the horse and say, well, the legs look strong. I don't think he's going to break a leg during the race. The jockey has a lot of experience, that kind of stuff. It's similar, okay? Always be extra cautious, okay? I keep repeating this, but it's never enough. Okay, I keep having meeting people that said, hey, I lost 100,000 on this, I lost 50,000 on that. And I'm like, why did you put so much money? I mean, unless you're a multimillionaire and maybe $50,000 is nothing for you. Okay, but if 50,000 is your entire portfolio, that's insane. Okay, you don't put 50,000 on a single project, especially if it's new and untested. Okay, that's just insanity. All right, so Team 90% Italian Mafia. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. Balancer, yes, I showed you Balancer. Balancer is a great project. This is Balancer right there, right there, right there. That's Balancer. What do you think of gold-backed crypto? I did a video about that a few weeks ago. I love gold. I have gold. I think outside of crypto, everybody should have gold in their portfolio. Okay? And gold-backed crypto, it's still new. I don't know if it has a future or not. The concept appeals to me, but I don't know if it's going to be successful or not. So again, hyper risky until it's proven to be successful. Okay, so right now, any project that has it's backed by gold on the crypto world, again, take it as any other new project, hyper risky, and it's a gamble. I see your tweets on NFTs. Any plan to have a content on NFT strategies? At some point, it just, you know, my biggest problem with NFTs, they're too darn expensive. Either you have to be on OpenSea and you pay, you know, $50 gas fees for a free NFT mint, which is like insane. Or you go on Solana and everything goes from 1 sol to 200 sol in 2 days. I can't afford that 200 sol NFT just for the fun of it. I don't have a portfolio of that size. Okay, no, it's like I like NFTs, and okay, I'm going to make a. It's not an official announcement right now because nothing is concrete yet, but I'm planning to do an NFT project sometime in 2022. I don't know when yet. I need to assemble a lot of good people with me to put this together. I cannot do everything by myself. But I have some ideas for an NFT project, so there's going to be some free airdrops at some point for people that subscribe to the channel and people that are members, paid members of the channel. There's going to be some free airdrops at some point, but we're also going to sell NFTs to raise some funds for a crypto project that I'd like to develop at some point. But nothing is set, nothing is, you know, it's still vaporware right now. We haven't written down the plan yet. Okay, but that's probably coming sometime this year, hopefully. All right, what is your take on all these tomb forks popping up? Right now, there are a lot of tomb forks. A lot of them are going to fail. Some of them are trying to find solutions to the contraction problem, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, and the latest one that I talked about, frozen tomb. They're using a similar technology that they hope is going to fix the contraction issue. Okay, when the price of the token goes below TWAP, typically people panic and they just dump the token, and the project looks dead. But there's supposed to be a mechanism for burning the tokens and raise the price of the tokens back over TWAP. So they're trying a new system of rebates, and I don't know if it's going to be successful or not. We're going to see. If it's successful, then great. Now we found a way to make money during expansion periods and contraction periods. But it remains to be seen. So it's still super, 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 super risky. So don't put a lot of money in that. Typically what I do It's like, you know, the money that I put in the videos, well, that's my investment. If I put 50 bucks on this, that's the investment. If I put $100 in the video, that's my investment. Okay, I'm not going to put a lot more than that simply because they're so risky. All right. What is your take on these? What do you think about Titano now? I'm going to have to look at it again. I did not look at it recently. I was not very impressed by Titano at the beginning. You see, I don't believe in promises. I want facts. Okay, if they tell me, okay, we want to do X, Y, Z, I want to see that, and I want proof that they are doing what they say they are doing. Okay, in the crypto world, it's called trustless. You trust the code, not the people. Why can you trust the code? Because the code is supposed to be public. If the code is public, any programmer can look at the code and tell you, okay, they're lying or they're telling the truth. Okay? Because the code is the contract. That's why they call them smart contracts. Okay? Because you should be able to read the contract, and the contract says, okay, we take your money, we're going to give you 1% interest per day or whatever we're going to do, and it's all written in there. Okay? So you can look at the code, and the code will tell you the truth. And you don't need to trust the marketing, because the marketing is always a lie. Okay? It always embellishes the project. Okay? And I don't like the marketing at Titano and several other projects. Okay? Simply because I know they're lying to my face. Now, I'm going to have another look at Titano, but if it's bad, I'm going to tell you that I think it's bad. Okay? I'm not going to hold back. And I know a lot of people think I'm just spreading FUD when about Titano and Drip and many other projects. But I swear that the point is not to spread FUD. I hate FUD. What I hate more than FUD is people lying to my face and telling me things that are not possible. When I did the math about Ponzi's and I explained what happens with Titano at that time, the amount of interest that they're supposed to give me is higher than the amount of tax that they take from me. What does that mean? That means it's not sustainable. If they don't charge enough tax for all the transactions that happen, where are they taking the money to pay the interest? You need to figure that one out. Okay? And the only place that I saw that they could take the money from was other people's wallets. So basically, the investment that people made in Titano was the only other place where I saw that they could take the money. Okay? So, if they are doing that, and I believe that they are doing that, then they're stealing money from investors. And that's why I denounced that as a Ponzi scam in my previous video. Now, maybe they changed the formula, maybe they changed the code, maybe they changed the model. I have not looked at it since I did the video last time. Now, if they actually changed that, maybe I'm going to revise my opinion. And if it's better, I'll tell you it's better. If it's not better, I'll tell you it's not better. When Wonderland airdrop? Well, if you look at Daniele's last tweet, okay, it's probably coming soon, like either tomorrow or over the weekend. Then he says something about today, yesterday, yeah, something like that. Updates on HEC. I have not looked at HEC recently, except that they have a HEC bank now. I looked at the rates there, not very sexy. Other than that, I haven't looked at it. Thoughts on Anchor? Is it safe? Anchor is one of the best protocols out there. Okay. Is it rated at DeFi safety? Anchor. I don't like the new interface at DeFi safety. Anchor protocol, 75%. So they pass. And if you want the details, so code and team, 100%, documentation, 56%. That's so-so. Testing could be better. Security is high, and access control is very good. Okay, so that's the rating for Anchor. I like Anchor a lot. Anchor and Bouncer are and Yearn. Yearn also has very, very good rating. If I show you Yearn. Yearn Finance, 93%. That's in the top 10 best protocols in the world, okay? Excellent rating across the board, okay? He passes everywhere, okay? That's Andrew Cronje's baby, okay? Andrew Cronje is a genius, okay? One of the very top geniuses of DeFi, okay? He's a coder through and through, okay? And he really believes in DeFi, decentralization, and deregulation, and so on. I like him a lot. All right. I just invested some on Yacht Finance. I like the concept. Yes. I think one day NFTs will tank. Just my opinion. Look, at some point, everything that's overhyped is going to tank. Okay. Ragsy can help with the NFT. Okay, I don't know Ragsy. Have him DM me on Twitter. Speaking of Tomb, what is your opinion of Charge? I think it's a great project. I did a video about Charge. I really like Charge. Charge kind of survived the contraction periods. They modified a few things. It still makes money every time there's an expansion period. Not as much as it used to about a month ago. About a month ago, everybody was bullish on Charge, and everybody was making a ton of money. And then, of course, people took their profits, and the price of the token tanked. And then it's been very close to TWAP. So either it's a little bit over, a little bit under, a little bit over, a little bit under. For a while, it was very high, but now it's over and under, over and under. So you can still make some money with it. Their contraction, I find it's they haven't fixed the contraction system in order to help us make money yet. Maybe that's going to change. I hope so. Titano is not a long-term investment, in my opinion. Once something bad happens, it will crash, similar to how DAOs did. Probably. In the current market, it doesn't seem like utility or whether the coin works matter. You want to get money. People are greedy, okay? People want to invest $1 and get $1 million, okay? And then if they lose that $1, they say, oh, it's a scam. Maybe it was a scam, maybe it's not a scam, maybe it's just the market, maybe the protocol is operating properly, but the market conditions are terrible. You know, like the thing is, it's important to have utility. Why is Ethereum so popular? Ethereum is very, very, very useful. Okay, Ethereum is the base of all DeFi. Okay, without Ethereum, there's no DeFi. Period. That's it. Okay, so and that's why I'm very bullish on Ethereum long term. I'm bullish on Phantom a lot this year, especially because Andrew Cronje is really pushing hard for developing stuff on Phantom. Okay, so most likely Phantom is gonna do very well this year, unless terrible things happen. Who knows? Wouldn't be surprised if people will get 10x from Titano, but some people will get wrecked. Not unlike the rest of crypto, though. So it's just money. Maybe this doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to tell you the trick. You want to make money with Titano? Invest now. Take your money in a month. you're guaranteed to make money. Okay? If you stay in Titano a long time, you're going to be left holding an empty bag. And that's the truth. That's how Ponzi's work. Real, technically real, legal Ponzi's, okay? Illegal Ponzi's, okay? By the legal definition, okay? When people say Bitcoin's a Ponzi, Wonderland's a Ponzi, they're not Ponzi's, okay? They don't fit the definition. I go by the definition. I'm a linguist by trade, okay? I like definitions. I like using the right words for the right things, okay? Otherwise, it's chaos, okay? A Ponzi is you pay the interest out of the capital of the new investors, okay? So you always need new investors in order to pay interest on the older investors. If you run out of new investors, the system collapses because there's always people that take their money out, right? The people that take their money out early, they get rich, okay? But they get rich by stealing other people's money. They don't know they're stealing other people's money unless they're very clever and they know that the system is actually a scam. And they say, oh, that's an easy scam. I can make money with that. So if they do that, yeah, they can make money. And they will make money. It's guaranteed you're going to make money if you stay only a month. Guaranteed. I did the math. Okay? If you stay 6 months to a year, I don't know. Maybe the system is going to collapse by then. Okay? But I did the math. You're going to make money stealing from other people within a month. Would you sell time to buy home right now? No. I own both. I'll be very frank with you. I bought them a long time ago. I bought time in September, like a week or two after it launched, and I bought Ohm back in July of last year. So although the market crashed and the token collapsed and everything, I lost some money, but I didn't lose a lot compared to my initial investment. And I didn't invest a lot, you know, just a couple $1,000 each. So, you know, I don't really care if I lose it all. Okay? And right now, buying and selling these tokens right now, I don't see any point in selling any of them. I'm hoping that Wonderland's going to get its act together at some point. If they do, I think we have a chance of making some good money with this because I think the business itself is sound. What's not sound is the management structure. It sucks, okay? And there was a big PR scandal with seafood that everybody's aware of and blah, 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 blah. So that was pretty much of a train wreck, but it's salvageable. You saw my video about when I talk about the professor. I think the professor, whoever that guy is pretty bright and could turn the thing around because that's his job. That's what he does. He turns wrecked business around. Looking for a basket of finance tools like Yearn and Bouncer. Do you have 3 or 4 you recommend to deposit and keep diversified? Well, we talked about Anchor. That's a really good place. What else do I really like right now? I like Aave, but the rates suck at Aave. Aave is very good, but the rates just suck. I talked about stable coins a lot. Like right now, you can go on Beefy and try to find places where you can put your stable coins. Like if we do it, Beefy. If we look at Beefy, let's go this one. All right. All right. Okay, what you can do is you look at, they have stablecoin vaults. Some are single stable coins, some are not. Are we going to find any on this network? Maybe not. Okay, see, you've got USDT, USDC. Okay, it's not giving us much right now, but if you look around, there are lots of choices. TUSD, BUSD, those are stable also, but not giving us much. I think it's better on Phantom. Let me switch Phantom. Okay, Phantom. Yes, Phantom Network. Okay, yes. All right, see, right now you can get 18%. It's been boosted as well. Got a portfolio of 3 different stable coins. Now, just this uses Curve, okay? So always check. Sometimes they have fees, okay? So check if there's no deposit fee and all that stuff. And look for good rates. I don't know about this FS thingy. I don't know what that is. So just look for the stablecoin pools like MIM and USDC, for instance, get 11%, so that beats inflation. Always try to beat inflation. This is not good enough to beat inflation, so forget that. This beats inflation barely. Anyway, so look at those. Okay, Beefy is good place because it collects pools from various protocols. Okay. But don't forget that some of them will be more risky than others. So be careful with that as well. All right, what do we have? Nemesis. I like the team at Nemesis. They're very creative. They're coming up with some angel nodes, which I'm going to be talking about soon. Yeah, for utility, definitely you want utility for long term. Short term, you gamble. Okay, it's like going to the horse races. So that's what it is. Which person do I think rocks? I mean, Danny and Andre or CZ? CZ is a major force in crypto, obviously. Okay, with Binance, but it's different. Okay, CZ is all over the place, and his company is also very decentralized. It's all over the place. So this is like, you know, thousands of people working there at various offices around the world. But CZ is, as far as I know, is not a coder. Okay. The innovation comes from coding. Okay, Andrew Karanye is a first-rate coder. Okay, that guy looks at code and sees what it can do, right? And Danny is different. I think he knows how to code, but I don't think he's a coder. What he looks at a protocol and says, okay, if we twist it like this, we spin it like that, okay, we can quadruple the profits. Okay, and that's why Abracadabra is so successful. The degen box was a fantastic invention. Okay, it takes the 19.5% APY that you get at Anchor and turns that into 120% with almost no risk. Okay, there's very little risk because it's all stable coins. All right. So I'm a bit confused about Nexus and Astroport. My pools on Nexus also appear on Astroport. Which one should we use? I haven't looked at them recently. I haven't looked at those two recently, so cannot tell you right now. I invested in Hector DAO a long time ago. It tanked. I'm still bullish. What the heck am I doing right now? Can you explain? I haven't seen any HEC news the last 2 months. I haven't looked that much into HEC. All I know is that they opened up their HEC bank. The rates did not impress me, but we definitely need more banking protocols. So I think they're trying to build utility for the HEC token in HEC bank. So, but I'm gonna have another look at Hector and maybe do an update video eventually. Okay, Joey made it. Thank you, Joey. So, opinion on Hex and Pulse Chain. All right. Hex doesn't look like it's a scam after I looked at it. I'm not very impressed about Hex though. All you do is like deposit, you know, you trade your Ethereum for some Hex, you take the Hex, you deposit it, and it's locked in for a year or 2 years or something, and you earn some more Hex as a reward. Okay, so it's a little bit, and they call it an online CD, so it's like a, you know, a deposit that gives you interest and more Hex token. But outside of that, what can you do with the Hex token? Once you take the money out of your CD, when it expires, what do you do with it? There's nothing to do with it except selling it and hopefully cash it out and get your money, right? It's not a very exciting project for me. It's exciting for Mr. Hart because he's making billions out of that. Okay, and that's why he can afford so much Louis Vuitton. But and the Pulse Chain, well, the Pulse Chain is not yet there yet. Okay, I don't like projects that are not there yet. Just look at Ethereum 2.0. When the hell is that going to happen? Okay, we don't know yet. When is ADA DeFi going to happen? We don't know yet. When is Polkadot DeFi going to happen? I don't know yet. Okay, these projects takes forever, and I don't have forever. I want to invest my money now. You see the point? So Pulse, well, whenever Pulse is ready, great, and if anybody gets on board, great. If not, well, we'll see. Elephant money, Stampede contract. I don't know what that is about. Any views on GMX GLP token as a way to hedge market volatility while also profiting from it? I have to look at GMX closer. I had a quick look, but I don't know enough about it to make an opinion yet. What's the best platform you know for setting up recurring buy? Oh, you want to have like dollar cost averaging, that kind of stuff. Oh, there's a platform for that. I can't remember the name. Look for dollar cost averaging on crypto. There are ways to do that, either through a centralized exchange or I think there's also a DeFi project that does that. I can't remember the name. Thoughts on Protofee? How long would it take for a private video chat with your level 3 membership in French? I don't know. Did I look at Protofee? I'm not sure what Protofee is. CoinGecko. We're gonna have to cut the video short because it's getting quite long. Protofee. What is that? I have no idea. All I know is that it's on Phantom. All right, let's have a quick look. First user-owned decentralized bank, media net generation. Blah, blah. Okay, all right. Did I look at this already? Oh yeah, proton, electron. I had a look at this. I don't remember much about it, but I had a look at it. Yeah, I have to look at it again. I don't remember all the details. It's I would have to look at it again. Now you want to know about 30-minute private video chat. Basically, just DM me on Discord or on Twitter and tell me if I'm available. And if I am, we can start right away. And we can do it in French, no problem. Zero developer activity on Hex, it's just tokenomics. Yeah, there's nothing to do there. It just collects money and deposits. It just collects deposits and issues interest in more Hex. Nothing's very spectacular to me. That's why I don't think it's a scam. I just don't think it's very exciting. Your views on... Okay, I can't see all the messages on... Which one? Honey DAO Phantom Dex upgrade? I haven't looked at their Phantom Dex. I thought they were just on Binance Smart Chain. Are they upgrading to moving to Phantom? My last question, what do you think DeFi are lacking right now? And if you don't mind, what are your planned project as it is algo? I don't know why, but my screen is missing some letters on the right side. I can't see the last couple of letters of each word on the right side. I can't, sorry. So, well, the problem with DeFi is very young. It's less than 2 years old. So a lot of projects are very, very, very experimental. Everything that just comes out right now is an experiment. It's a test. And you're the guinea pigs. Okay, when you invest in these projects, think of yourself as guinea pigs. Okay, because the developers are going to say, okay, let's try this, okay, and see if it works. And so they invite people to invest, and then they say, it didn't work. Okay, scrap that, let's make another project. and that's the reality. Okay, so from time to time, good things happen. Okay, and they discover, oh wow, this is really working, and half the time it happened by accident. But yeah, and some people, what they do is that they look at failed experiments and say, why did this fail? And then they look at the code and they look at the plan and everything, and they say, okay, if we change it like this, it might work. So they change the code, they re-release it, and then they ask people to come in, and you're the guinea pigs again, and you test the protocol to see if it's actually working. Okay, so what's missing in DeFi right now is experience. What I like about DeFi right now is that there's so much creativity. You have thousands and thousands and thousands of developers that are trying experiments, and we want that. But that makes it very risky, and you have to keep that in mind. Okay. What's your other question? If you don't mind, what's your planned project? My planned project. It's still very nebulous right now. I know I'm going to be involved in NFTs at some point, either to raise funds for some sort of DeFi protocol. One of my objectives, because I live in Thailand and I like wildlife, I would like to raise funds, not just for DeFi and making me rich and making you rich, but also to help wildlife. There are some elephant and tiger foundations, for instance, that desperately need money. So if we can give them a percentage of the proceeds from NFT sales, I don't know, 10% or 20% or whatever we decide, I think that's going to, generate a lot of goodwill, and I would like to help those foundations if I can. So that's the one side. What I'm trying to figure out is a way to create passive income and allow people to borrow against their assets and have no liquidation risk. That's going to take a lot of coding. We need to find really good developers. So we don't have anybody in our team doing that right now. So as I said, it's very nebulous. It's very up in the air right now. It's still vaporware, okay? But that's what I would like to do at some point. So it's going to be a mixed bag. There's going to be NFTs that I think we're going to use. The NFTs are going to be a little bit like tickets to access the rest of the services, okay? And basically, if you own the NFT, it's like you're the shareholder of the project, okay? And people that have the NFTs will get like higher rates of return on their investments and other privileges that we have yet to figure out, okay? So, but it should be fun and exciting. That's the whole point, making it fun and profitable. Can you please recommend a website where we can see volume, hourly basis? I need to extract the information on Google Sheet for a strategy. CMP doesn't do hourly. I don't know. I really don't know. How do you find the next projects before they explode? I don't know either. Typically, I'm going to tell you one thing. I have the worst timing in the world, okay? When people tell me about a project, typically it's too late, okay? I rarely have the news before things, the pump and dump part, okay? Usually, I don't usually have the news before the pump. I usually have it during the pump, and as soon as I know it, the dump happens. So, yeah, I don't have that much luck. If I had that much luck, I'd be a lot richer. Okay. So that was your last question. All right. I really have to shut this down, otherwise we're going to be in all day. Love your questions. Love your participation. Tell more people to come and view this. I'm trying very hard to do this every single day. My timing is always a little bit off. I wanted to do this around noon or 11 a.m. Eastern time, but now it's like we start around 1 p.m., 1:30 p.m. I had all kinds of crap that had to happen before this, so so we're gonna try to do this every single day. So around this time, give or take an hour. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the format. If you have suggestions on the format, please put them in the comments. I'm going to try to hire somebody to put timestamps. I don't have time to do timestamps because if it's an hour video, it takes an hour and a half to put the timestamps. Okay, because you have to play the video and then stop and then type, and I need to pay somebody to do this. So I'm going to try to find somebody on Fiverr to add the timestamps to all the videos that are missing timestamps. Okay. Definitely, I love your suggestions. I'm doing this for you guys. I want you to enjoy the format. So if you want me to improve the format and say, Chris, do this, I hate that, I want this instead, blah, blah, blah. Come up with your ideas. I'll take some, I'll reject others. And we'll see what we can do and try to make this better and better. Okay? Right now it's still very beta, very experimental, and we're going to try to make it look better over time. And hopefully at a regular time slot, but that's difficult so far. All right. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you all for participating. Okay, bring your friends.